Cool. So I'm going to talk about LLMs today. I'm going to give you a bit of background. I'm going to talk about the underlying technologies in general. And I'm going to talk about how they apply to edge vision, which is what this conference is about after all. And I'm going to talk a bit about the challenges, because of course LLMs were developed in the cloud where they've got loads of processing power and no constraints. And I'm going to talk about the challenges moving to the edge where there's a lot of constraints. And interspersed between this, I'll talk a bit about Expedera's Origin MPU and how that can help with all of this stuff. So get this over with first. This is a vision conference, and I'm talking about language. So I'm actually surprised anybody showed up. But it's a good thing you did, because language is just kind of aggregation of arbitrary objects in a structured way. And it turns out that the knowledge encoded in these networks can be applied to all kinds of other data. So large language models don't actually process words or characters or anything. They process tokens. And a token is a kind of just a fragment of a word, but it's just a number that represents that. And you can encode all sorts of other data, like images, using these tokens, and then process them through these LLMs. The LLMs maintain the semantics that they were trained with and can do amazing things with these images. Just a quick slide on what we mean by large. So I guess when the first transformer paper came out in 2017, their model was 200 million parameters. And since then, modern models like GPT-4 or Gemini Ultra, they're up in the trillions of parameters. And even a small model like Gemini Nano 1 from Google, that's 1.8 billion parameters. So I guess the name is like 18 orders of magnitude out between the billion and the nano. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to show it's small. But the interesting thing with these models in this billion parameter sort of range is this is where they start to have the abilities of reasoning and things, which you wouldn't really expect from these models. They're just meant to predict like what the next token is. But suddenly it turns out that they can do arithmetic, or they can do summarizing documents, all these complicated tasks. So this really comes out around 1 billion parameters, and as you get towards 10 and beyond, it accelerates.